or press the spacebar as quickly as possible when the star becomes bold after every number except 3.
Hey guys, good morning on Monday. It's the start of a new week. I've already done some things this morning. I'm working on editing and getting the video out for today. But I have an 11 a.m. appointment with my psychiatrist. This is my second appointment with her. And I did some assessments this morning because, of course, I had a whole month to do them and I didn't do them until the morning of, which maybe says something in and of itself. But she wanted me to do like a basic assessment for ADHD and autism, just to kind of see where I'm at because of some of the issues I have with like self-motivation and, the weird ways that I am. And like I said, those are pretty basic, just some puzzles, some games, a few questions, nothing, crazy, but very interesting to me. I'm always fascinated by how the human mind works. And I wonder, how they are able to extract results from things that may at first glance seem unrelated. But I know that it is, and, I have a basic understanding of what it's supposed to show, I guess. Although I didn't do any research online, which is not like me, but I don't want whatever I find online or anything like that to really influence me. So I'm very, very curious what the doctor is going to have to say. And, then what I can kind of dive in and do a little more research on and find out more about. And maybe I'll discover something about myself that is really going to be the key to unlocking a new level that I can level up to. Of course, I wouldn't be myself if I wasn't running late for this appointment, but it's only a few minutes late. So fingers crossed it all goes well, but I'm very, very nervous for it. I don't know why, but I'm very nervous. I'm all done with my appointment. We discussed some of the issues that I'm having. For now, for the next 4 weeks, we're sticking to increasing the dosage on my SSRI, and then we'll see how things go from there. Because I just did my assessments this morning, she didn't have the results for that yet. But when I see her in July, I'm sure we'll know more then. Since I was out on the town already, I decided to take a walk because tomorrow's my therapy appointment and he's going to want to know how many times I exercise this week. Or maybe he won't want to know, he'll just assume I didn't do it enough. But I want to feel like I did do enough of exercise, raising my heart rate, working hard, and, participating in making my mental health better. Just in the nick of time, I am done with the video for today. That's ready to be uploaded, and I need to head out for work. Notice how I didn't have to walk the dog this afternoon? All thanks to my sister. Thanks, sis. Good morning on Tuesday. It's only 8 a.m., but I'm jumping right in. I want to get as much done today as I can because I want to get away in the next few days. So here is my pretty long to-do list. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple more things that I need to do. So on this list, I have some errands that I need to run. I have some cleaning stuff that I want to do, and then just get some other things done before the trip that I'm planning. I'm going to start my timer, and I'm going to work on this here first. We have a little bit over 7 minutes on the timer. Let's see what else we can get done. All right, this may not be perfect, but it's much better than it was. I'm sure there are other areas that I need to clean as well. Yeah, that's messy. But considering that this took me only 5 minutes or so, I'm glad I got it done. And with less than a minute to spare. All right, I'm in town now. I have my long list of errands, most of them being shopping. So I am planning to hit a few different spots to take care of everything. I'm hoping to get everything done in 2 hours, but that might be ambitious. We'll see. Hi, good morning. I have a return. Thank you very much. You too. I'm honestly surprised to say that I did make it around to all my errands in those last 2 hours. I'm back home now. I already put on a load of laundry. I'm gonna eat some quick lunch, take a little break, and then I'm gonna go wash my hair. And then we'll see. It's been a few hours. I've washed my hair. I've actually gone to my 3 p.m. appointment with the therapist already. I really thought originally that I was going to get more done today than I did because I wanted to go for a camping trip. Well, I mean, I still want to go for the camping trip. It's just not happening on the timeline that I thought it would happen on. So initially, I thought that I would get everything packed and ready to go and basically head out for my appointment at 3 o'clock and head out for camping straight from there. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough time, or I don't know. I guess if I really, really tried and didn't waste any time at all, didn't rest or anything like that, I could have probably like rushed around, been stressed about it, and gotten it done. But when I realized how little time I had, I sort of gave up on the idea. But more than that, I'm also pretty stressed about taking this trip to begin with, because I'm feeling very anxious. And even though I really love camping, and the main reason I'm going camping is because I love being out in the woods, and this week is my one and only opportunity to do that since my sister's around and she's able to help my mom. And so I am free to go and do whatever I want. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm also feeling very anxious. And, you know, there are things about going camping by yourself that would make a normal person anxious. And, you know, even more so me right now when I feel this way. So I was kind of going back and forth, thinking about whether or not this is going to be something that is actually fun and relaxing, or am I just putting myself through this for no good reason whatsoever. I am kind of committed. I still feel like I want to do it. I did compromise a little bit because I am not heading to where I initially wanted to, but I think this will work as well. So even though I wasn't able to get that all taken care of and getting myself on the road, I am back home now and I have a few things to finish up. I'm gonna wait for traffic to die down a little bit so I can head out. I did just take out a load of laundry from the dryer, and for now I'm just laying everything flat. At least, you know, all my shirts are laid out flat. I'm gonna let them finish drying because it is pretty humid today, so they didn't quite dry all the way in the dryer. But as I'm doing that, I'm also picking out a few things here and there that I want to take with me on this trip. I'm only going for 2 nights, so I don't need much. And as far as folding everything and putting away the laundry, that's gonna happen when I come back. This is where I am so far. I'm going to quickly water the plants and pack up the car. It is way later now, but I'm finally on my way. I don't know why I ended up procrastinating for an hour on the couch before I left. At this point, I'm gonna get there as the sun goes down. I finally made it to the lake. There's even a rescue training exercise going on the lake, so it's gonna be a nice evening to enjoy. It's almost 10 p.m. and I've been sitting here by the lake and enjoying the quiet, but the mosquitoes are getting pretty bad, so I think it's time to pack it up. Good morning on Wednesday. I wish I could say that I slept well last night, but I didn't. I kept waking up in the morning and trying to sleep enough, because when I first woke up at like 4:20, it definitely wasn't enough. So I had some fitful sleep this morning, but it is beautiful out. I am enjoying myself. I'm gonna try and go for a hike this morning. Although I slept in the parking lot last night, I do have a camp spot picked out tonight. I'm gonna have a spot to park my van, and I'm pretty sure that is my actual camp spot. since I'm not putting up a tent, I'll just be using that to hang out. There is another camp spot right here, and I don't think anybody will take it considering I'm very close. And this one might actually be nicer, arguably, but it does have a view of the bathroom, so I think I chose well. And just downhill from the campground is a nice river. Perfect place to sit and relax. Maybe do some fishing. I do have a little neighbor. There's a mama cardinal, and she has a nest just a few branches away. I'm not sure, but this might be my new happy place. First cast of 2026. One last walk through the campground before I tuck in. I am seeing some fireflies over the field, so that's always nice. Hey, good morning on Thursday. Unfortunately, I had another night where I woke up at 4 a.m. and then couldn't fall back asleep for another hour and a half. But it's late morning now. I've been up for a little bit because I got a call from my mom. She's in the hospital. So we spoke for a little bit. I'm actually going to be cutting my trip short. I wanted to stay another night. But my mom is getting ready to have surprise major surgery. So I need to get back home and, take care of some things and, just be around for whatever is needed. I'm going to get up now, pack my things, and start heading towards home. I might stop in somewhere for a hike. It is getting a little warm now, but maybe not a major hike. Maybe a walk in the woods just to end things on a good note. But regardless, this spot was awesome. I am very glad I came here and tried it. It's definitely going to be one of my favorite places to come back to, and I can't wait to do it again. Goodbye, lovely campground. I will be back. I will definitely be back to enjoy this again. I'm about a mile into my walk, and it's leading me mostly along the river, and it's a pretty wide gravel path, so not as scary as normal paths would be. So I am choosing to stay on wide paths where I feel more comfortable. But look at this beautiful river. Such a gorgeous setting. I could just stay here forever. I did decide to brave a smaller path. Hopefully I won't regret that decision, but I think it's important to face my fears and try and push through as best as I can. And that's what I'm doing now. Just a short little walk through the woods. Nothing to see here. Excuse me, everyone. Excuse me, friends. Coming through. Everybody hide. Thank you so much. Thank you, friends. Good job, everybody. Just passing through. Excuse me. Excuse me, snakies. Everybody move over. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying out of my way, buddies. Thank you for letting me pass and staying off the trail, friends. Thank you. Thank you, chippies. Thank you, snakies. Everybody stay where they are. Far away from me. Thank you. Excuse me. Coming through.